Hello, I'm Marty, number 35.
Tyler Kozlowski, number 22. Washington Doe, number 17. And you're watching Bruins Banter TV.
Woo! Bruins Banter.
Welcome to Bruins Banter TV. We're joined by Bruins defenseman Tyler Koch. Tyler, big news for you this week. You were named to the main camp for Canada West for the World Junior A Challenge. What does it feel like to get that kind of up?
It just feels great. Like, opportunities like this don't really come much, so you got to kind of take full advantage of it when it comes.
What were your feelings after the original camp in Humboldt that you went to? Did you think you'd have a pretty good shot to make it to the main camp?
Not really. They're only allowed to take 593s, so kind of had a feeling like, it's going to be tough to make the squad, but here I am. So
obviously you've got a lot to offer in your game. What do you think you'll need to show them at this camp, to prove that you should be one of those 5 19-year-olds that end up going?
Probably a little bit of leadership, and just got to play my game, like play it very defensive and always hit and staying on guys and just being a leader out on the ice.
You've added a bit more offense to your game this year too. Do you think that'll help you make a case for yourself there?
Oh yeah, for sure. A little offense can't hurt. So we'll see. Like, not really a goal scorer, but get a couple goals here and there, and it'll help a bit.
What's this whole experience been like so far, going to the first camp and now going to this one? Even if you don't end up making the team, will you look back on this as, something that helped you as a player?
Oh, yeah, for sure. Like, just shows you that you're a pretty good hockey player and you can do something with it and go places.
All right. Thanks, Tyler. Good luck.
Thank you.
Welcome back to the show. We're joined by Bruins defenseman David Robertson. David, with the Halliburton Back to Bruins week going on this week, you guys are doing a lot of stuff in the community. You've got an event planned going to Creighton Lodge, the seniors complex. You're gonna, it's got carving pumpkins on the description anyway, but I'm sure you're gonna wind up playing a little bit of crib there. So, figured you could probably use a little bit of practice. How long has it been since you played cribbage?
I've actually never played crib before, so this will be a good little intro into it here, so you can tell me what's going on, so I know what I'm doing when I get to the lodge.
So you need a little instruction from the master, that's what you're saying?
Yeah.
All right, good. So, here we have the orange pegs are him, the purple pegs are me. He got first choice, just so you know. So, basically, the point of the game is to get to the finish line. We won't go into all the finer details just for, the sake of not boring you people, but let's get started. You move.
I move this one or not?
All right, Dave, we're getting close here. I can't believe you're actually this close. Like, you're only one peg behind me right now. What's the secret to your success so far?
Must be beginner's luck. Not sure.
All right. Are you kidding? You actually beat me. Did you not say you've never played this game before?
Oh, well, just got lucky the first time, I guess.
I think you cheated, is what happened. You totally cheated here.
I think you're a brutal crib player.
I'm a what?
A brutal crib player.
I think you're out of your mind, man. I think you're nothing but a rotten cheater. I mean, are you going to cheat against the seniors when you play them?
No.
How could you do such a thing?
They're probably better. I'll probably lose to them.
We invite you on our show. We invite you to play a fun, entertaining game. And all you do is insult me?
You're accusing me of cheating.
Well, obviously you did. How else could you beat me?
Maybe I'm better than you. Great, I don't know.
Better cards.
Yeah, I got better cards.
This is a joke. This is an absolute joke. David Robertson is a cheater. I'm pretty sure I win this game by default, so that's it. Whatever. I'm done. Welcome back to the show. We're with Bruins head coach and GM Keith Cassidy. Keith, in light of recent events that have happened to me, I want to ask you what your stance is on cheating.
Well, in terms of cheating, I think it varies from sport to sport. in light of my recent experience with the racing over the summer, the saying around the pit sometimes was, if you're not cheating, you're not trying. But you'd like to think most of your sports are on the up and up, and especially with hockey, I don't think there's a lot of ways you can circumvent the rules too much. So I guess it varies from activity to activity.
I was talking more about the sport of cribbage. What's your viewpoint on cheating in crib?
Well, it's a game of honor, and it's also a game of, if you don't see something going right, you got to be able to take the points from the other guy, right? So if you're not on top of things and the other guy can get away with it, I mean, who's really at fault for that?
But it's a sport of honor. You just said that.
Okay, true enough. But hey,
You heard that, Robertson? Sport of honor.
I guess it depends who you're playing against. You gotta assess your opponent and go from there.
Okay, well, one of your players is a cheater. That's what I wanted to let you know.
That's what you're pointing out?
Yeah.
Okay, Robertson's a cheater. Okay, well, I'll let him know that. I'm a little disappointed to hear that. I figured he would have been on the up and up, but he always struck me as a good kid. So I guess he revealed a bit of a character trait there, did he not?
Well, all I want.
Or did he just figure he could take you to the cleaners and you wouldn't notice?
He said he's never played it before in his life, so he had to be cheating. So what I want to know now is how are you going to discipline him?
Well, listen, you guys are big boys. Take care of it yourself. I don't have to babysit everything that goes on. I got to worry about them on the ice. I got to worry about them in the community. You guys got to squabble about your little card game. Take it out back, figure it out.
A cheater on your team and you're not willing to take any action?
You know what? Yeah, sometimes they got to grow up and look out for themselves, right?
I agree. Do you hear that, Robertson?
And if you want to teach them a lesson, you figure you can teach them a lesson, then have at it.
I figure once the world sees this, his reputation will be ruined anyway. So, I mean, there's nothing really much more that I have to do.
Well, that'll be a strong burden for him to carry around for the rest of his life. That cheating at cribbage thing. So, but hey, maybe that'll be a character builder for him. Who knows?
I sure hope so. All right, let's move on. Your team had 2 games there on the weekend, obviously. A tough loss to the Flin Flon Bombers on Saturday here at Spectra, and then a big rebound win over Weyburn the next day. Starting with the Bombers game, obviously, a pretty good first 2 periods for you guys against one of the top teams in the league, and then they score 3 in the third and end up winning in overtime. How tough is a kind of loss like that to take?
Well, as we spoke about the other day, that's a very bitter pill to swallow and very tough to take emotionally. The roller coaster of that whole game, can break some players. I mean, we went from feeling really good about things to, we give up an unfortunate goal, and then, it's almost like here we go again. And but I was again impressed with the fact that guys could battle back, we tie it up, and then right away the door slams shut on us, we lose the game, and it would have been really easy for guys to fold up their tent there. So I saw little flashes of some mental toughness there. Obviously a game absolutely did not go the way we wanted it to go, but what I was happy with was the following day coming back, and regardless who we were playing, whether it was Weyburn or the AA Bruins here, we still had to come back and be mentally ready and intense, and I think we did that. I mean, we came back. We had a good game against Weyburn, and people say, yeah, well, it's Weyburn, but you know what? It's a team that we're battling with right now, and I think that was a good, strong mental response by our guys. So if there's positives we can take out of it, which I always try and do with everything, that's what I take out of it. I think we developed a little bit mentally there.
Looking forward, you've got the North Stars in here this weekend. They've been struggling too a bit to start the year. How important is that to take advantage of that and try to string, a couple wins together?
Well, I mean, that'll be the next step in figuring out whether or not if we actually learned anything from this weekend, because it's one thing to come back and have a good game after a bad game. It's another thing to see if we're getting on the right track with that and whether or not that's a sustainable thing for these guys. So I have all the confidence in the world that we can do that, and it's an opportunity on Friday. I mean, we had this week to practice and prepare for what's coming up, and hopefully we go in there with that same mental attitude that we had in Weyburn.
All right, thanks, Keith.
Thanks a lot.